Welcome to Primos for Life, the wrestling podcast made for the fans, by the fans. Como siempre, yo soy Eddie, el niño vaque. We got Ariel, the Ecuadorian dream bisueta, and we are your self-proclaimed, undisputed co-host tag team champions of the world. And in tonight's episode, we're breaking down everything from Saturday night's main event and this week's Monday Night Raw. From CM Punk's world title win to Logan Paul's shocking heel turn, to Jade Cargill's domination and Rey Mysterio's surprise 619 return. So, como siempre, sit back, grab a snack, and let's get it on.
What's up, Primo?
No, what's up, Smooth? What's going on? a little click sucking to the teeth. What's up? Clicking the tongue.
Son?
Yeah. What's good? What's going on, man? How are you?
Good. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
Been a while, dude. Been a while. Well, I mean, between your traveling schedule to check the wrestling shows out, which, I can't wait till we're here about. We all can't wait to hear about and everything.
Yeah.
And then, just it's sickness time. It's going around.
Yes.
So my family was down. I know you felt a little something so.
I'm still getting over it, man.
No, trust me, man. You saw me a couple weeks ago, and I was just like, you just look glazed. Well, good to have you back. Good to see you. Glad we can do this, man. We got a couple things we gotta touch on because we haven't been here in a while.
Yes.
We missed a little bit, but we didn't get to do our preview episode for Saturday night's main event, which stunk because then I was just like, whatever, I would have gone 4 now. I picked everybody because you knew Cody was good. You know what? We're talking about it in a minute.
Yeah.
We're talking about it in a minute. We're talking about it. How are you? Good? Everything good?
Yeah. Actually, you made a very solid point. Actually, really good stuff that I got to call out before we jump into Saturday night's main event, right? So, yes, I was traveling. I went to a couple of shows up in Jersey. Shout outs to BCW for putting on a tremendous show. I was amazed, man. I mean, first of all, ran into, Steve Mack there, and I was like, yo, Monster was good.
Monster.
And he was just like, I didn't know you were going to be here. And I was like, I didn't know either, but whatever, here I am. Because what happened was, originally, Fourth Rope was supposed to be on Thursday at Six Flags.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But the hurricane, Melissa, was running through, and it was raining that day, so Six Flags closed that day, and they pushed it to Saturday. So that gave me opportunity to go check out BCW, and I was able to go to that show and link up with some cool people. And shout out to the Primos for Life crew. Thank you for showing up and rolling deep with me. We rocked the front row of that event. It was hysterical. It was awesome. Got to see Sammy Chaos, put it down.
Oh yeah,
give her a big old hug and
nice,
bro. And you know what got me so mad? I gave her a hug at the end of the night. I was like, I forgot to take a picture with you. He's just like, oh, I guess you got to do it next time.
No, hey man, but did you say she was sending us shirts?
yeah. You know what? I got to go collect. You're right.
Yeah, man, you gotta go. Hey man, hey, I forgot.
so got to see Steve, got to see Sammy, nice. Got to see Darius Carter, which another phenomenal talent, and I got to see the lovely Ruthie J make her debut in the Jersey area, which was awesome. Nice. She's fantastic and incredible talent from now mostly CCW, but she's been in NWA and TNA and things like that, and AEW as well, actually.
Right.
And then I also got to see the notorious Mimi, which she was also in NXT at some point. She was also phenomenal talent. I mean, an awesome show. So that was Thursday, awesome night. Yeah. And then Saturday was Fourth Rope and Six Flags. I had to push back my flight, make it out there. And man, was I happy that I did, bro, because it was so much fun, dude. So good.
Nice.
Yes. Everybody from Enzo to, Zilla Fatu and every match in between. It was fantastic. Our boy Cha Cha was there. Another
I saw
Primos.
Cha was there. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He came
Another
out bailando and
alum, another
everything.
Primo.
I was like, I sent him a shout out on Facebook. He posted it. And I was like, looking good, Primo.
Yeah. And then I got to see our boy Danny Limelight, which we still gotta figure out scheduling. But he told us, hey, he's down whenever we're ready. You know,
Okay.
we'll hit him up. And I told him, hey, we've been so booked, bro, that we might have to push it till next year, man. But we'll get there.
Hey, we'll get there. We'll get there. Just hold tight, Daddy. Hold tight.
Yeah.
Hold tight.
But
I got
overall, fantastic weekend for wrestling. So very happy with the live shows. Very happy with I know we touched on the Monday Night Raw going home episode, but the going home episode for Raw and the going home episode for SmackDown, really good, really fantastic. Obviously, it already passed, so we don't have to get into it.
We're good.
But very happy with wrestling overall.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
that's what I wanted to get out.
Things are trending in a better direction than where we were a couple weeks ago when you and I were both just at full complaint mode. Now maybe that's to do with some of the sickness or something. Who knows? You know, maybe this is a precursor, just being like grumpy old dudes because we're not feeling well, or maybe it just was not that good. But I'm still reading different articles and stuff that come out with Bleacher Report, like WWE's missing something that it had, or something, things along those lines. But it's definitely improved, and I like seeing the moves that have been made because it felt like it was time. I mean, I think we should, without further ado, just get into Saturday night's main event and just start it. So the kickoff was Saturday night, right? I mean, are you good?
Yeah. No, actually, what I was gonna say to that was, you're right. And it was evident through this Saturday night's main event, because I will go out on a limb and say this Saturday night's main event was way better than WrestlePalooza by a long shot.
Yeah.
So good. All four matches were fantastic.
Is truly forgettable. Like seriously, what was the main match of WrestlePalooza? Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, no, this was solid. This was solid, and I mean, that was a surprise because you and I both thought they would get an extra match and be at 5, but 4 appears to have been the magic number, and that was fine. That was fantastic because the 4 matches that were there, solid, solid matches, stories told, things ended, things started, fine. So I think we just get into it. Lead off, real quick. Not going to delve in too much. It was Cody versus Drew.
Yeah.
Right. Cody picks up the win with a little bit of some possible heelish Codith coming at you, because he used the belt for everybody, because he gave him the why am I blanking on the name of his finisher right now?
The Crossroads
onto the belt.
Yeah.
Right. And then he got the pin. Hey, stop shaking your fucking head right now.
But I loved it. I loved it.
Anything to hate on Codith.
I was like, you dirty move.
Yeah, no, he didn't. Because I said, I was like, okay, so this is, I mean, yes, you kind of have to do this. He lost the belt to Cena for a while because Cena had to carry the early part of heel Cena and get that situated, make money the last time around. But I think you have to start making a move with Cody. This, face Cody's been going on for quite some time. So I think starting to plant that seed, great, solid. So great match, solid. Like the way the story moved, please.
Yeah, no, I agree. I loved every bit of this match. I thought it was really well done. I mean, we got 2 of the best, in the company, and they rocked it. I loved that Cody cheated, because it's like we're inching closer and closer to whatever this is going to become. I think the best part of all of it, though, was after the fact, the internet had a field day with it, because then I don't know if you saw it, but there were a bunch of dirty Cody Mysterio memes out where it's Cody with the mustache and the mullet because now he has to cheat to win. So I loved every bit of that. So yeah, it was a good match. Nice. I was happy with it.
Well, Cody had that mustache for a while. He had that, so they didn't have to draw that on. They could find a picture of that.
No, but you got to do the handlebar, because Dom has like the little bit of yeah. But no, I was happy with it, man. And no complaints. I thought this was a really good way to start the night,
Solid. Yeah, solid match. And so also quick I mean, I don't know, maybe I just wasn't paying attention. At like 7 and change. I'm like, oh shoot, I got to turn on the pre-show. And then it was like, oh, it's 7. It started at 7. I was like 7:04. I'm like, so, did I really not notice the start? Okay, well here we are.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, solid opening match. Yeah, great.
Yeah, no, I was very, very, very happy with it. And then I believe the second match of the evening was it the women's or was it Dom?
Yeah, women's.
So let me tell you about this match, right? I loved every bit of this match. And
Really?
because it was finally done the right way. Like, yes, what a lot of people are gonna say about this match is like, oh, Tiffany wasn't at 100%. They try to give her an out. Even Nick was like, hey, like I know you're cleared, but your knee is still kind of like, so you don't have to do this. No, I'm
Right.
ready. I'm gonna do this. And then to show the dominant force that we all knew Jade Cargill to be, this is what we needed to see. She locked in on that knee and just went to town, destroyed it throughout the whole match, and finally gave her the win that, she deserved at this point. It was well done. It was well done.
Absolutely.
Very happy.
Absolutely. We both called for this, and there was actually one of our shorts on the week was me talking about heel Jade being great. And this is exactly what it was. Like you said, I mean, and I said it in that clip, and I will reiterate again. Tiffany's run was good and solid and well earned, but it was time to do something fresh. This also now sets up for Bianca Belair's return.
Yes.
She's been out for a little while. She should probably be due back soon, stuff like that. So you can also build in some really good, fun storylines as well. But I thought this was very well done. Jade looked dominant as could be.
Yeah.
Great job working the knee, using that as the major selling point as to not why she won, but a big reason as to why she was to be able as dominant was because she just focused in on that knee. Once you take the mobility out, game over. So I agree with you. Well done, solid match. Right person won. I would have called this for Jade if we did our pick show. So
because it would have been the fourth time around. So we knew it had to come, And then not only that, but also before we move on to the next match, two things that I want to call out, right? One, this also leads a good setup for when Tiffany is at 100% and they run it back, because they will run it back.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna get that 100% from each, in that match. And I'm excited to see that, because I hope what they do is still let Jade be the dominant force at both of them at 100%. You know what I mean? Because then you could really say, oh yeah, I beat you with a bum leg and without a bum leg. You know what I mean? I'm still dominant. You know what I mean? So that's the one thing that I'm excited for in regards to this outcome of this match. But the other thing that I want to call out too, again, back to the internet, man, because they again, field day with these memes. It came out that Jade Cargill, was like, oh, it's the first Jamaican descent to win a world heavyweight championship in the WWE. So I don't know if you saw, but Kofi Kingston came out and said, well, technically.
No, man, no, stop.
I was like, it's kind of funny. I liked it.
No,
It was good.
it is, but it's like when was it a bunch of years back? Kofi was in the ring and DX came out, and Hunter's like, "Didn't you used to be Jamaican?" Because he stopped talking with the accent. He was like, "Oh, how much?" Like, yeah, like because now they say he's from was it Ghana or so?
Yeah, I think he's from Ghana.
This is like, but I love Kofi for the troll move. That's why you love Kofi. That's why you love the New Day. That's why.
Well, that's why he said, he was like, well, never mind. That's solid. Solid second match of the evening, and way to keep the momentum of the night.
Right, because you didn't feel that lull that you sometimes do, especially unfortunately when it comes to a women's match. So very, very well done. Great.
Yeah.
Then we're up next. It's the triple threat match. Dom, Penta, and Rusev. Great match. I'm getting tired of these Grande Americanos. I'm getting tired. Because they're costing my man Penta the like some shine. Like, come on, man, come on. No, great match. I thought it was with Judgment Day. starting to get annoyed, and Dom and Finn kind of being, whatever. JD McDonough focusing on those tag belts. That dissension is kind of cool, but Dom, cheat to win, as always. Yeah, it worked. It
Yeah,
worked.
I'm
So
okay
I
with it.
can't be mad. Once again, I think the right person in this instance won. I would like to have seen Penta, because I think you have to start doing something. You have to, because what's going to happen soon is he's going to get lost in the shuffle, and he's going to get exactly what Ray Phoenix is going through, which is now getting, every 2 weeks usage, every 3 weeks usage.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I think the run that Penta and Ray are each individually having is just night and day. I mean, at this point, Penta can do no wrong. You know what I mean? The fact that he's on a cricket commercial and he's like every little segment and everybody's doing the walk and the strut. He's like he's so hot right now that I don't think he's gonna get lost in the shuffle yet. You know what I mean?
Well,
Let's
but you got to, but that's why you got to capitalize on the heat.
yeah.
You know,
No,
especially
I
if he's
hear
in
you.
your commercials and stuff like that. Like, I mean, because who else is in a commercial now? Like, there's mostly champions or tag champions or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I hear you. I hear you. But no, I agree. The match was fantastic. Can't leave Rusev out of it. Rusev did
no, great.
fantastic, holding it down as the big guy in the match and, catching on to Dominic's, attempts to cheating, but, getting outsmarted by Penta. And then again, the internet, man. I think the internet's really the winner for this PLE because I'm sure you saw the video clip of the one kid that touched Rusev and was like, "You go get him, Rusev," and he's like, "Don't touch me, kid," and he's like, "Ah," like legit scared for his life. And I was like, "Yo, Rusev is a beast."
No, man, he's gonna stay character, dude. Man, don't be touching
Yeah,
me, yo. Who know me,
yeah.
son?
I'm in heel mode. Leave me be,
Right. Exactly, man. Exactly.
Yeah, no, but overall solid match and
Yep.
very
I love.
happy again. A way to keep the momentum of the evening. Each match was getting better and better. Very
Mhm.
happy with this. Leading into the main event of the evening, right? Which is CM Punk versus Jey Uso for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship, which I gotta say, man, if we were to pick, I think you're right. You would have gone 4-0 because I think I may have wanted Jay to win this. I don't
Nah,
know why,
we got
but
Punk.
yeah, you're right because he is a bum. But I'm just like, oh, come on, Punk. I
I,
mean, you got
yeah.
nobody to stand in your way now. Come on,
Oh
like,
man, it's Punk. It had to do it. You had to do it. You had to do
yeah,
it. Like it was just. I mean, the fact that they put it on him and then took it off him as fast as they did, because it wasn't like Jey Uso's reign. Jey Uso had it for a couple months.
yeah,
So at least he had that for a while. So when Seth went down, as much as you want to do LA Knight, as much as you could have done Jey Uso, there is no Gunther right now. So CM Punk's was the proper move here, and now we'll see what kind of heel work we get moving forward, um, with the Vision and stuff like that. Because Braun Breakers, he wants a shot, so we got to see. But yeah, no, it was very, once again, well done. I'm glad that it was a clean match. They really didn't do a lot of like shenanigans with Jimmy and Jay or anything
no,
like that, or like, which was
it was
always
a clean win. Yeah,
a fear going in, is so clean win. I thought was dope. Great way to do it. Um, I thought we'd get a little more stuff, being that it was Saturday night's main event and only 4 matches. I thought there'd be some kind of like shakedown, funky thing, which is what I was thinking might have happened here with maybe a Roman Reigns kind of play or something like that. But yeah, no, overall solid, great. Glad it went the way it did. Punk was, it had to be him. It was the obvious choice. I think. I
yeah.
don't know. It's just me.
Yeah. No. I mean, as the match went on, yes, it did make sense for Punk to be the winner. And it also kind of makes you wonder, like a what if situation, right? Like, what if Seth didn't injure himself? Would
Yeah.
we have had such a great, PLE? You know what I mean? So there's just a lot of things that start, rolling around in your brain, and you're just like, man, like, what if this would have happened? What if that would have happened? But overall, no, solid PLE. The cherry on top of an incredible evening. The fact that Punk had that moment where he was on the turnbuckle facing the crowd with the belt in his hand, and Jey Uso just sitting there, just watching him in his glory, and just again, he turned that into like an internet thing later on, and he was like, "Okay, y'all win," meaning like the universe has spoken, like y'all wanted Punk, so y'all got Punk as champion. But now I hope that kind of lights another fire, reignites him to really, get a second go at it, man. I would like to see Jey Uso as a one more time champion before he goes back to tagging.
I mean, I think he should get a shot of it. I think it was kind of taken from him quick. If you're gonna put it on him, it's the annoyance that I had with the Kofi Kingston run.
Right.
Not only was it short lived, you didn't do it right. You didn't do it right. Coming off of the high that was Kofi Mania, coming off of the high of winning the Royal Rumble and going to main event of WrestleMania and win. Like,
right.
It's so, but solid. But that, Jey Uso's playing this right, and I think this may introduce some kind of Roman Reigns thing. You slip in, and then maybe we start getting some heel out of Jey Uso and Roman, because now you're going to need some, because you lost Rollins. Like I said, you still don't have Gunther. You're going to need some heel work done. Cut to Monday night, Saturday night's main event. I'm going to give it 9.
Yeah, solid.
I'm going to give it 9.
Yeah.
So,
and what gave it a 9 too is because of the announcement that was made on Saturday night's main event as well for John Cena, right?
Oh yes.
And this major announcement, which we will have a separate episode for, because we're going to have a discussion about it, because I've been thinking about it since it's been announced. The fact that there is a 16-man tournament to lead us into his final opponent for his final appearance in December at Saturday night's main event. And there's just so many questions, because and I'll just put this out there and then we'll just move on to Raw.
Okay.
It's what was said. It could be anybody from Monday Night Raw, from SmackDown, from NXT, or even people that don't work for the company. So automatically you start thinking, well, TNA is not technically a part of WWE.
I believe
Triple A is technically, I mean, no, they are acquired. So yes and no. So it just leaves a lot to the imagination.
Well, yeah, I think you're right, but I think the way that gets more interesting done is if this is a battle royal. My thought is this is a tournament,
right?
So to have that kind of like Joe Hendry's in, Joe Hendry wins a 30-man battle royal, and Joe Hendry gets the shot. One thing, but to have him go through 3 or 4 matches, because it's 16 people, so that's got to be that's got to be 3 matches you got to win. You have to go. So I think you're looking at maybe like a Gunther.
Right. But again,
we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it in a Lucha hot tag, because
that's their Sunday's episode right there.
Is good. All right. But yeah, I agree. Overall 9. Very solid PLE. Very happy with it. And very happy into the way it led into Monday Night Raw, which we're going to jump into now, straight out of New Mexico, right? Rio Rancho. Right. And Rio Rancho. Rio Rancho. There were 3 things that stood out to me in that Monday Night Raw that I loved, right? Penta versus El Grande Americano. Fantastic match. Loved every bit of it. Loved that I got the win, right? Because you were saying that he wasn't getting shine, but now he got a dub over El Grande Americano, which I don't know if you picked this up. Did you see that they added an additional pyro to his entrance? Now when he's in the ring, he gets more like, and I was like, man, they love this guy. Come on, man. Spend money on this dude.
This is crazy, man. I was like, listen, I get it. It's still, it's funny, but I'm like, come on, man. Like, this is just, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, it's funny, and I'm just like, I don't know why I'm laughing at this. I don't know why I'm enjoying this as much as I am.
I mean, I love it, bro. But overall, solid match. Penta gets the win. Very happy with it. The other standout thing of Monday Night Raw for me, right? And I'm jumping around, and then we can jump around.
It's fine, because there's only a couple things around we really need to hit on.
Right. The tag match, Judgment Day versus AJ
Dragon Lee and AJ. Yeah.
Right. fantastic match.
Yeah.
I like, first of all, the in-ring work, fantastic. But I love the curveball because I saw that Finn Balor was carrying Sheamus's broken shillelagh,
Mhm.
but I didn't even put two and two together. And the fact that he came out in that match and like cost Judgment Day the whole momentum, and there was a switch,
Mhm.
and then AJ capitalizes and turns around and gets the win. I was very happy with that match. I loved it. It was good.
That was a great piece of storytelling. And the
Yes.
setup to it, like you said, you didn't realize, but you kind of like, it was just an awkward thing that stuck out. And if you truly watched, you're like, why? And then when you saw it, you're like, got it.
Yep.
Got it. There it is. Very well done.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very well done. Once again, I think this is an instance where they didn't fumble. They didn't drop. The story told the way it should have been, worked the way it was supposed to, hit all angles.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And then the third thing that stood out to me, which was a big deal, was the opening and closing segment of Monday Night Raw, right?
Mhm.
Where we get Punk coming out to celebrate, his championship win. And, I'm going to tell you the difference between I deserve it and I earned it. I'm like, all right, Grandpa, calm down. Another reason why he shouldn't be champion, but whatever.
Oh Lord,
Right.
here we go.
Then
Here
we
we
get the
go.
Vision coming out, right? Paul
Yeah.
Heyman, very assertive, very like, like, I don't know. It was just so much happening at that moment that the last person that I expected to be there before the Vision popped out was Logan Paul.
Yeah, I was gonna
Right?
say you skipped over who came out first, but once
Right.
again,
I
and
flipped
this
it.
is what I said at the end of the end of the conversation we literally were just having. You need heels
Yeah.
on Raw because you just lost Rollins. So who do you do? So this was the introduction of the next heel for Raw.
Yeah. And I loved it because he came out and wanted to challenge for the belt because he was like, you said anybody, because that's the other thing that I liked, right? Punk was saying, I want to fight everybody. I want to fight JD McDonough. I want to fight Sheamus. I want to fight Finn Balor. And I'm like, you start hearing these names in world title contention conversation. You're just like, oh, we're going to do something different. Nice. Okay.
You hope.
I like
You hope.
this. You hope. Right.
You hope. Right.
But then Logan Paul comes out and the idea of like him possibly becoming champion, it's like, okay, I kind of like it. But then the Vision comes out and you think it's going to be a 2-on-2 situation. And Logan Paul's like, and Punk is like, Punk was like, all right, bro, read the room. Either you're going to fight with me or you need to leave. And he's like, okay, I'll leave. And everybody's like, what?
He's like, I'm out. Bye. Like,
Bye.
listen, this is your fight, man. They're coming after you because you got the belt. I want it, but I'm not gonna stand and get a whooping with you because I want it.
Exactly.
Like, I'm step aside.
Right.
I forget there was a comedian who said it. He was like, great thing about being from a messed up family is when you see the shit about to hit the fan, you step to the side of the fan. And that's Logan Paul. He's like, I don't need to be here.
Right.
I'm gonna try and get out.
So obviously Mayhem breaks loose. They attack Punk. Logan Paul's like conflicted. Should I help? Should I not? He goes in, evens the odds, and then for a split second, you're like, okay, something's happening here. But then the end of the night, the ending segment when it's the Vision and Punk all over again, and they're in each other's faces, and then you get a Logan Paul coming out with brass knuckles, and you're like, oh, we're gonna get a 2-on-2 action. He's actually gonna help CM Punk. He's gonna like whack, knocks CM Punk out himself.
Yep.
And gives the brass knuckles to Paul Heyman and executive producer Paul Levesque and Lee Fittings. And you're just like, what? What is happening?
Well, yeah,
So
because
good.
now your question is, where is this going? Is this a one-time thing where he's just like, hey, I just want the belt too, so let's knock him down. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Right.
So is that, or is he now in line to be in the Vision? Which, not sure how I feel about this. Because I thought the minute Seth got hurt, this was your opportunity to use the Vision to push Braun Breaker. You
Right.
bring in a third person caliber of a Logan Paul. You're immediately taking away from Braun Breaker because it is Logan Paul. He is such a name. If you bring in a third member to the Vision and it's, for argument's sake, JD McDonough, if it's Dragon Lee, if it's what, different. Not a lot of shine comes off of Braun Breaker. You bring Logan Paul in, different story. So this is why I want to see where this goes, because kind of conflicted about it.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up because I thought the same thing. I was like, oh no, like you're right. Because as much as people like to hate on Logan Paul, he is a name. I mean,
Right.
whether it's, you know, his YouTube celebrityism or whatever, to
Celebrityism.
to just being a wrestler, like the guy is good. The guy's
Right.
good. He's headlined. He's made a name for himself. He beat John Cena. You know what I mean? Or
Right.
no, he lost to John Cena, right? Or but he had a match with John Cena,
But yeah,
basically.
right. He had a match with Cena. Yeah.
And he has that level now where he could, you know, stand in the ring with certain folks. And you're right. You don't want to overshadow Braun Breaker if you're trying to build them up. So I had the same thought. I hope it is a situation where there's like a temporary alliance, but Braun was like, nope, and just destroys him. You know what I mean? That way you build his dominance, you know?
Right. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Hopefully you're right. Hopefully they use this as an angle, which is why I'm hoping it's the former. When I say, you know, your two options are: is this just a enemy of my enemy situation, or is this I'm joining the Vision? Because the toss to Paul Heyman, that's the key thing. Because if he comes and just hits him and then he walks out, it's one thing. But the toss to Heyman is kind of like, which is not lost on me, that's the whole point of it. I get it. I'm not stupid, people. It's like, oh yeah, that's what you're supposed to be doing. No, I get it. I know. No, I'm saying, but well, job is what I'm saying. Kudos, job well done.
Yeah, no. And those were the three standout moments for me. Is there anything
That,
you want to touch on Raw?
that's all I got from Raw. I just yeah, because then they reshowed the package of the John Cena thing, and then it's a
Yeah.
couple nothing
And
else.
everybody else's matches were good. I mean, you get sorry, not that it's an importance, but since we're just gonna go through it, the Judgment Day versus Vaquer
I
and
was gonna
Nikki
say
Bella.
Vaquer Bella. Oh god,
I hated every bit of that, only because of Nikki Bella. I'm sorry, get out, leave, please. Just
so
be a
tired of her.
coach. Do something else.
So tired
Like,
of her. So tired.
yes. So no, that was a wah for me. And then the Asuka Kyrie match with Bailey and Lyra, fantastic work
Yeah.
overall. It was great.
Mhm.
I just want to get to the triple threat tag match already. Like let's just get, because that'll be a match. You know, you get Charlotte and Bliss versus, you know, the Kabuki Warriors versus the Crazy Valkyrians. Like let's get it. You know what I mean?
Crazy. Okay.
Let's rock it. That would be fantastic. In a Hell
I
in a
think
Cell. Let's just do it.
I think it would be great. I just want to see the Kabuki Warriors get the belt on them again. I think this version of Asuka is fantastic. I want them to toughen up this Kyrie Sane thing. I'm tired of seeing her be bossed around and everything like
Right.
that. Like, I understand you're gonna have to split them up at some point, but let's not start like that. Like so at some point I want to see a flip in Kyrie, and then I think you put the belts on them for a good solid run, because they're fantastic. Like,
Yeah.
I know Kyrie's been in a couple of spots where she's been blamed for missed things like that, but I mean, you know, I don't know. I like them, and I think they're due for a run with the belts, especially because Asuka's back. She was gone for so long. I think it's time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Oh, and how could I forget the most important thing that happened on Monday Night Raw? The
Ooh.
interaction between Dominic Mysterio and Rey Mysterio with the
Oh yeah.
return of Rey.
Yeah.
Because what made this interaction so perfect was, you know, he's like, listen, you're a champion, you're a double champion. Ain't nobody taking that away from you. But the one thing that I won't respect is stop saying you're the king of the luchadors, because you're not.
Mhm.
Stop saying that you're better than, because you're not, and all these things. And when Ray was like, you're not better than El Santos, you're not better than this person, you're not
Mhm.
better than Eddie Guerrero. And Dom is like, you keep my father's name out your mouth. I was like, yo, but I like where this is going because I know we've had this before, but we haven't had it at this capacity. And I think this match, where however it ends up and however we get there, I mean, it would make sense to make it at San Diego, right? Because they're, repping, right?
Right. I would imagine.
But I mean, like, I just can't wait to see this story unfold because we got to see what happens here. You know what I mean?
So what belt do you give to Rey?
Neither. I think Dominic goes over at this point. Like, you got to put the old man down, dude.
I think he takes the triple A.
And brings it back to, oh my God. Yeah, and that's how he gets the belt. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I love it. I do like that. I hate it, but I like it.
And then this way, Dom doesn't take a lot of lost heat in a WWE capacity because he still holds on to the IC belt. And you can leave that belt on Rey for a while in AAA before you put it on somebody else. Then you can the IC belt. That'd have to be a much shorter run for Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Defending that one. So I think, but I see what you're saying. And yes, I thought the segment was great and awesome. And yes, but that was the funny thing too, is when he's like, oh, you're not, don't talk about my father. And then the other funny part was when Wade Barrett's like, well, Rey Mysterio is just famous for being a terrible father to Dom. and Testator's like, I can't with you. Just stop. I was like, that's awesome. But no, it was a great segment and leading into something good. So I agree with you. I want to see how this is done, but I think you want to keep the shine on the young buck here, which is why I agree with you. You don't give him the Intercontinental belt, but Rey's got to get a win here somewhere, right? You can't bring him back and then just have this, especially that Dom's been on this role that's to cheat to win to do everything. The one person to take that role and finish it, or that run and finish it, honest as dad.
I mean, I like the way you went with this. The fact that there's a possibility that Rey could walk away with the AAA championship, and then go back, and because then that's a lighter schedule on him, right? Because he's, on the closer end of his, his career. Who knows if he's going to retire in the next year or so. So now you have him, performing quarterly over there, lose it, and then once everybody else gets their retirement tours out the way, the AJ Styles, the Chris Jericho's, that's rumored, maybe we'll get the Rey Mysterio, final
version
tour,
as well.
I mean?
Yeah.
I like it, man. I ain't mad at it, bro.
Hey, man. Hey.
Hey, you sound like a pro. I like this.
Look out. Look out.
Bueno,
Executive producer, Ariel Visueta.
I love that. And leaf fittings.
And leaf fitting, of course. Can't cut out my man leaf fitting. Can't cut out my man leaf fitting.
Never, brother. Pero on that note, let's take this opportunity to go ahead and thank our primos and primas, our listeners, everybody that loves and supports us and shares us, and just all the amazing things, the comments, everything. You guys know where to find us. And if you don't, we are at primosforlife.com, and you will find all our links there to YouTube, to Spotify, to iHeartRadio, to Amazon Music, everywhere. Tune into our interviews that we have collected this past year, which is amazing.
That's awesome.
And if you just want to hear us, complain and just about wrestling, or just show our love for wrestling, just jumping into any of our recent episodes. They're all there at primosforlife.com. Primo, do you got anything to say on top of that?
Yeah, on top of that, no, I agree with you. I just want to thank everybody, and just tell you all that we once again appreciate y'all. Ride is better when you're with us. We love you. Thank you very much. The Ecuadorian Dream is out. I'll leave this to you, Primo. Say it.
Oh. Well, El Nino says, we will see you when we see you.
We will see you when we see you. Good night, everybody.
Take care, everyone.